I'm back with Pat Williams, the co-founder of the Orlando Magic and an amazing leader and author of over 100 books, Pat. You love talking leadership. Okay, I want to ask about the other teams in your life. Why did you decide to have 19 children?
Well, 14 were adopted.
That's amazing. Why?
Hard to really answer that, other than we kept hearing about these children that were available. My wife was the originator. She was the one really pressing on this hard for 10 years. And I didn't really fathom any of it. You know, adopting children that didn't look like us from other parts of the world. Well, I finally got with the program. We adopted 2 little girls from South Korea in 1983. And I caught the adoption bug.
You certainly did.
Yeah, it's not hard, by the way. And then we learned about twin boys from South Korea, and we had a family vote. And the vote was, let's do it. So we got them. And then we learned about 4 brothers in the Philippines.
How do you get enough love for all the complication of that?
Well, let me put it to you very directly. None of it was easy. You know, we got kids as old as 11 who were very, very set in their ways. You can imagine. Youngest child we ever got was 2. It was, you know, everything that a family could experience, we have experienced. And it was not, it was not all peaches and cream, believe me. But the end result is the kids are all adults. They're all out of the house. They have their own lives.
Okay.
And at 18, one quick little note, they were gone. I mean, we did not believe in nursing young adult children at home.
You think we do that too much?
Oh, my word, yes.
Get those kids out of the house.
Yeah, at 18.
At 18. Get them gone.
Yeah, well, they either go in one of 3 directions. They go to college, they go into the military. 2 of our boys went in the Marine Corps, or they join the workforce. Those are the 3 options that I've come up with.
But
they do not stay at home living off mom and dad, playing video games,
okay,
and hanging out. No, we don't believe in that.
All right. I want to talk about a really tough moment in your life. It did not all end happily ever after. You've had to have plan B, and your marriage fell apart.
Yes.
How does a family man like you get through divorce?
Yeah, my wife decided that she'd had enough and she left. I mean, it was not very subtle, you know. She was gone. So
Heartbreaking.
Yeah, I was shocked. I single parented, for the better part of 3 years. And involved with the Magic, and I was speaking. We did have, fortunately, we had a series of nannies. You know, I couldn't have done it with, we had a handyman, and, you know, I had help. But I was single parenting. And then a miracle took place. I met a woman whose name was Ruth. She was actually teaching a class at an Orlando Magic retreat. And I was very impressed, and we met. And eventually the divorce took place, which was very, very difficult. But there was Ruth standing in the wings. I knew that she was special. Well, we've been married for almost 21 years now. We call her Saint Ruth.
And she took you all in.
Think about that. She took me on, plus 18 children, plus her own daughter.
And there's new beginnings. You teach adult Sunday school.
We had a new beginning, and she came in and saved our bacon, and you know, took over, and has been just a lifesaver.
Let's conclude this on sports, because we've got a lot of fans watching.
Sure.
You've made a big deal in all 100 of your books about the leadership qualities of sports players. This last sports season, we saw the Take a Knee campaign in your sport of basketball, of course in football. What did you think of it?
Well, fortunately, the NBA has had very, very strong leadership, and we have not had that issue like the National Football League. The only thing I can say is this: I'm the ultimate patriot. I'm a flag-waving, red-blooded, go-get-'em American, rock and rolling American who still gets lumped up and has tears in my eyes, you know, when the national anthem is played or God Bless America is played. Listen, I even lump up when the Canadian national anthem is played.
It's a beautiful
which
song.
I think is beyond beautiful.
God keep our land.
Oh.
So
That's who I am. So yeah, I struggle with anything that tears at the fabric for whatever reasons. And I know we don't have a perfect country, we don't have a perfect hemisphere, but I'm on my feet for the national anthem. That's all I can tell you every time.
And let's close with this. Why does sports have the power it does to rally nations, rally people like it does?
Well, I got to Canada yesterday, and the first thing I saw all that night long was the National Hockey League games.
Of course.
Everywhere you turn, and it's
our second religion here.
Yeah, we live in two sports-crazy countries. I love it. We need that outlet. We need something to get excited about. Sports teams, Lorna, rally communities. They pull us all together, rich and poor and black and white, and you know, it doesn't matter who we are. We join and we root for our teams, you know, loudly and aggressively. Without it, boy, life would be boring. Oh, what would we do?
All right. Well, Pat Williams, co-founder of the Orlando Magic, author of many good books on leadership. Thank you for sharing your life of leadership with us.
Thank you. So nice to see you, Lorna. Good to be here.